Hello everybody, I'm Adrian and I'm out here in my Granturismo. So today I'm going to talk about why the Maserati makes for a good daily driver. For one, I get to listen to that exhaust all the time. But the most important thing though, when it comes to a daily driver, has to be reliability. That is, in my opinion, that is the most important thing. Because you want a car that'll last you, that won't have lots of problems. So I don't daily drive this car right now, but when I bought it, I was daily driving it every day, taking it to work. But based on statistics though, there's cars with, I've seen several cars with 60, 80,000 miles that have very little problems. But so far this one has 24,900 miles and it's been great. Hasn't had any problems, no breakdowns, and that is really good. All it's had is maintenance since it was new. This car is 2014, but it was actually produced around June of 2013. So it's got a good history. It's just had its maintenance, no breakdowns, so that's definitely very good. So now that we got the reliability, then in my opinion, you gotta have a comfortable car, something that is easy to drive. This car is very easy to drive. This car's quiet on the cabin. I know we get to hear that exhaust noise, but that is good. But I'm talking about how I don't get to hear much of the road noise. The car has held that great, even though it's a 2014. The craftsmanship is there. I don't get no squeaks, no rattles, so everything still feels intact in the suspension. So it still handles like a brand new car, and that is really good for a 2014. Another thing that makes this car really comfortable is the electronically controlled skyhook suspension. And then when I activate the sport mode, we get a firm suspension. So it's like the best of both worlds. You want something to cruise by around town. You don't want to be feeling the harsh suspension on the bumps. And at the same time, when you want to have something sporty, you want to drive a little bit aggressive, you activate the sport mode and everything gets stiff. You can corner better. So that is really good, that I can have the best of both worlds when it comes to the suspension. So this car is a Grand Tour, and Grand Tour is a long distance comfortable car, and I think it definitely is. I like the way this car corners. It's got a power steering pump, so compared to my Corvette, it's got an electronic, and I think this is just my personal preference, but I feel like I get a better response on a vehicle that has a power steering. It can be hard to explain unless you have both vehicles, one that's got electronic and one that has power steering. But I like that it's got an old-fashioned power steering pump. It get a better steering response. The suspension is set up a little bit with toe out on the steer axles, so we get a better, we don't get the understeer, we get a better response when cornering. Now that comes at the cost of higher tire wear, but it's all for the performance. So now when it comes to fuel economy, honestly, I don't really pay attention to it, so I can't really say how many miles per gallon I'm getting. In my opinion, it's miles per gallon. So that is one thing I really don't know, how many miles per gallon I'm getting. I just fill it up and never actually sat down really to do the math. So another thing that makes this car a great daily driver is the cost. Because when this car was brand new, it had an MSRP of almost $150,000. and these cars can be found for $40,000-$50,000 on my year, being at 2014, and that is just an incredible deal for such a car. And also considering how this car's like the last of its kind, the last Maserati with a naturally aspirated V8, and that sound is quite amazing. It adds to the driving experience, hearing that beautiful V8 sound. So it makes driving really enjoyable, working through the gears, listening to that awesome exhaust. It's just awesome. So it definitely makes for a really good driving experience. So anyways, I think this is a great daily driver because it tends to be a reliable car. It's a comfortable car, easy car to drive, and we got a beautiful exhaust that we can listen to and enjoy the car. So what do you guys think? Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.